think we can all agree that handing someone a fully fledged wedding cake as a kind of birthday present might be a tiny bit extravagant. Although with the interplay between the two main characters in this, I'm sure he would have probably accepted it, no questions asked. But of course, the main theme of this show is don't lose that battle. As aggravating as it can be, we have to live with it. Shall we delve a bit deeper, though? Let's watch some more. Yes, what trouble are we going to be in for this time? All we can really imagine is that Chika's going to be as bombastic as ever, and we can all shed a tear for Ishigami. But at least that things have progressed further in the second episode of season 2 than they did in pretty much all of the first season. And I do want to see more of the siblings, I don't want to see more of Kaguya's family, though. Considering her dad's a bit distant. Why is Chika basically like the pet dog of the group? I've seen the full moon several times. At least since I'm 28, I hope I've seen it a few times. But I've never been to a moon watching party kind of thing. Is that even a thing? And I've definitely seen the moon close up when I was doing astronomy, so. Somewhat of a kindred spirit, I see. Maybe not. Don't bring down the mood. Damn it, Ishigami. There are some amazing celestial bodies if you look out there. If you don't have the equipment to do it yourself, just look on the internet. Some of the galaxies and whatnot out there is quite amazing. And is she here for the view or the food? It played out perfectly. Is she going to grow on the whole meaning of looking at the moon? Started off with, I don't see the point in it, and then, oh, now I see the point in it. Kind of like the fireworks, where she didn't actually watch the fireworks. Victory! Warm yourself up. Now, I get the idea and the pretext of it, but do people actually care about indirect kisses and whatnot? Is that a thing? You know, outside of anime, of course. He's too enthralled by the sight of the moon to lose to essentially a big rock. Wow. Her ego might be taking a bit of a hit. The what? Is that an actual thing, or no? He'd probably talk about things in great detail. Oh. When someone is so into a topic, they actually like telling people about it. You weren't even looking. So how long until he realizes what he's doing? Or is all of this in her mind and she's actually just blacked out before it even started? There's quite a lot of information here. I never actually got all of that. I never really focused on anything outside of our own solar system. It's funny how I only really know the story of Princess Kaguya from watching anime. Like most stories of old, it ends in not tragedy per se, but is her view of the story going to change slightly now? Which only makes the story worse in the fact that he burnt it. Kind of the same as the whole, Romeo and Juliet story, which I'm sure everyone knows. And the fact he said that so not even holding himself back there. Yeah, it's a hospital visit, isn't it? Bye. Why? He's talking about the story. What are you saying? Don't interrupt. Huh? See, he now realizes what he's done. Now the effects of the viewing party have ended. Ignorance is bliss. You may want to step into the recording booth. I do like it when shows actually show a progression of time. And the characters grow slightly in that. How many of her games has she left here? Do you want to be continuously reminded of everything that happened in... Was he involved? Yep. Oh no. I guess this is one way of doing like a reminiscent episode. He can withstand a lot more. He's already dead. She's actually had a bit of education in that manner now, has she? Yes, she is definitely the evil genius of this story, isn't she? Where is the crossover for nostalgia? Can I feel nostalgic for something that happened yesterday? It is in the past. Huh? I thought a secret... A secret room behind a bookshelf would have been quite a thing to tell others. Or at least use once. Why didn't you get me use it at all to, like, stay out of the way once in a while? She's taking things relatively well. Up until now, I guess. Mm-hmm. Is the payoff going to be like it's only for a week or so? Yeah, there were memories in the past which now are memories. And things that I can never experience again. People that I can never talk to again as at that. That's why you should cherish the time while you have it. It was all for I can't remember what the word would be, but appearance, isn't it? Actually made of gold. Um, when are when is his and her sisters going to move into the school? Are they going to be part of the student council, or want nothing to do with it? Wow. Oh, I'm starting to cry for him. The fact that he can say things with a smile, things are much worse than they seem, isn't it? Yeah, that was a good joke. Put down that fist. Why don't you ask if you're unsure? Q. There you go. Laying on a bit thick. There's definitely one word to describe her, though, isn't it? A nickname. That's a bit mean. Go for it. Can you do it? That much was kind of obvious, wasn't it? And sometimes I think I prefer scenes that have a bit more of an emotional impact to not have music. Or at least slightly muted. people are allowed to be slightly selfish. Even if it's only like surface level. Ryan and Shigami, I see trouble in her eyes. Now they are finally alone. You're going to internalize everything. This is the time where he would say something to break her out of this line of thinking. Desperate situations. I suppose he can be present for one more year if it was asked of him. Laying on a bit thick now, mate. Did the others know about this? Or did he purposely keep it quiet so that Chica didn't join in? Man, quite a unanimous victory there. Covering all his bases. Is he actually going to win? You see, my problem with elections like that, especially during school, was that usually the things played out by, essentially it was a popularity vote, rather than meritocracy. Which I think is probably the only true way the world should work. If someone's good at the job, they should be the one to do it. But yes, how is the dynamic of our group going to change now that the council is going through a little bit of a restructuring, if nothing else? And I like how in this little end bit it was showing that one we saw at the notice board just now, but still keeping it somewhat vague to not hand it to us early. That was quite a good episode, and I did enjoy how it started off essentially by showing off things that I somewhat took an interest in back in high school. Of course, if you're looking for some pretty neat images, why not go and look up the Horsehead Nebula, maybe pillars of creation or something like that. Maybe even just colliding galaxies, that kind of thing. There is quite a lot of interesting stuff out there. And to think we have explored none of it. But just like with space, there are a million stories left to be said and unfold. And what are we going to get in this? Are we going to get any sort of closure? Because this one seemed to head down that way of this chapter of the story has come to an end. But we're going to open it right back up, basically exactly the same. But I know we're all here for exactly that. So if you are, let me know down below in the comments section, as well as if you enjoyed. Leave a like on the video and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications to not miss future uploads. I'll be waiting, and hopefully, if you get a rest, you'll join me again. If you want to be part of the sparkling spectacular sights in the night sky that is my channel, then consider heading on over to Patreon, because every single one of you who have done so far has lit up my world that little bit more. So to Flawed Otaku, Sal, Raywin, HTR, Dynamite997, Aisha M, Shiwan, ASD, and everyone else. It might seem a bit sappy, but I am truly grateful, so thank you.